Welcome back to my YouTube channel Wine with Meta. It's winter here in the Yarra Valley and I have been pretty busy pruning and tying down, getting vines ready for the new season. I'm working for some amazing wineries in the valley. The vineyard at Jambrook Hill Winery is still on its own roots and uninfected with phylloxera, so it's very important to disinfect the shoes before entering the vineyard. We are pruning with the Poussard method, the technique that respects vines' natural growth and sap flow, using minimal cuts to promote vines' health, reduce disease, and increase longevity. We also cure each bound with fungicide. Northeast-facing slopes, red volcanic loam soils, and cool climate terroir offers ideal conditions for crafting refined wines with a huge aging potential. Despite the older vintages we had here, all the vines retained elegance. They were rich and velvety with lots of layers and depth. Wine is indeed made in the vineyard, and respect for the vineyard and the winemaking is felt and tasted in these wines. My next workplace is Seville Estate, another legendary and highly awarded boutique winery in Upper Yarra. Old vineyards from 1972, red volcanic soils and cool climate combined with minimal intervention winemaking, craft wines with nice minerality, vibrancy, fine structure and balance. On a rainy day I took a ride to explore some celladors. Yarra Valley really is a cornerstone in Australian wine, a region of history, innovation and beauty, producing wines with clarity, elegance and age-worthiness. My first stop was Peyton & John's, a winery located in the scenery old town Hillsville. I fell in love with the cool labels, each representing a story of the wine. They also make wine in Spain and import it here, so I mostly enjoyed tasting their two garnachas and vermouth, which brought some nostalgia for the times in Penedès. Next stop was Jayden & On, just a few hundred meters away. A cellar, restaurant and winery itself, it's all just one big open space, which I find so cool. These are the wines that I tasted, and my favorite was Syrah 2015. It was spicy, earthy, peppery, with hints of sage and tomato leaf. A little bit of me, and next stop Tarawara, where I tasted through all the wines, and by far my favorite was the just released Chardonnay, vintage 2024. Also first release of the new winemaker Sarah Fagan and assistant winemaker Sophie Cook. There is a noticeable change of style in a more elegant and refined way. The Chardonnay was refreshing, mineral, crisp, with a rounded and saline aftertaste. I got invited to the cellar where we tasted through some of the barrels and I was impressed. Can't wait for the new releases. Even though the winter here is cold and wet, we do get some beautiful days, and I took mine to take a walk through Melbourne City. After a nice walk, I visited a wine bar named the City Wine Shop. I tasted Crudo Syrah, a very herby and spicy, cool climate Shiraz, so I would rather call it Syrah. Heaps of white pepper, mint, cloves, cardamom, rosemary, cherry liquor with a smooth taste and gentle tannins. If you don't know, Syrah and Shiraz are the same grape variety, but the difference lies in style, origin and naming tradition. While the name Syrah originates in France and it represents an elegant, spicy wine with restrained tannins, medium body and heaps of elegance, grown in cool climates, mostly Europe. The name Shiraz is Australian name for the same variety that is bolder, fruitier, richer and rounder wine with softer tannins and full body, representing a warmer climate, mostly Australia or other southern hemisphere New World wine regions. Thank you for watching and see you next time!